Well, good morning, wherever you are. Oops, I did get my mic on here. Let's do that. Hey, hang on a second. I'm working here. Who's a good boy? There we go. There we go. Good morning, Graham. Nice to see you this morning. Good morning, good morning. Casper's right here. It's 8:28. We're going to gong ourselves in just a second. In 2 minutes, actually. Let me know where you're checking in from. We're glad you're here. We know you can hear me and all is well. All right. Let me know where you are, where you're checking in from. We're up on Facebook. There it is. Good morning. All right. Good morning, Candace from Palm Desert. Nice to see you this morning. We didn't have any poster yesterday. A little publishing issue, but we'll be back on it. Good morning, Loretta and Dave and Toby. All right. Casper, you going to come say hello? Casper, what are you doing? Come on over. Chewing on a stick. Come on up. Say hi. Come on up. Come on. Come on. That a boy. There's the Casper boy. Good to see everybody. Say hi to Toby over there, Casper. Good morning. Good morning. We're glad you're here. Let me know where you are. It's 8:30. We're going to gong ourselves in. Good to see you this morning. All right, here we go. So we're going to take a big deep breath in. We're going to let out the sound ah and relax the shoulders. So here we go. Big deep breath in. Good morning. All right. Candace Lee Fagan. Candace Lee. All right. All right. Take a big deep breath in. This time I'm going to ring the gong. The gong is to remind us that we are creating a vibration, which is touching, is impressing the field of consciousness and returning back to us as our multidimensional experience. Here we go. Big deep breath in. Relaxing the shoulders. And then let's just bring our energy up into our heart center and let's pay attention to that for just a minute. Because now we're connecting with each other. We're creating a field of consciousness. And that's why in the Bible it says we're two or more gathered. We're gathered in the I am that I am, allowing that I am to guide, guard, direct, and protect, and lead us into the paths of perfect right action. So last week we mentioned something. Let me know where you are if you're checking in from. We're glad you're here. We know we got Idaho. We know we got Palm Desert. Let me know where else you are this morning. Can you hear me okay? Everybody good? All right. So what we know is that we'll go back to the line that Roy Eugene Davis shared throughout his wonderful years of teaching. And the line is, I am an immortal spiritual being, superior to my mind, to my body, and to my experience. I am. The great philosopher Ernest Holmes in the last century said the I am is the symbol, is the tone of the universe forever. I am the way I am, not I am anything. This, the beingness that we are is the same beingness of the one. Behold, as Meister Eckhart said, hey, Richard, nice to see you this morning. As Meister Eckhart said, the only begotten is forever begetting itself in me now. So the awakening of the Christ presence, the Buddha presence, the Atman presence, the awareness of my unity with the whole is coming from that part of us that is not just stuck in the third dimension, the part of us that is multidimensional. And so here's what we need to be focused on. All answers to all problems are going to come from that tarmac where I am meeting the giver of all life, love, and beauty. I am meeting that life force that is the same life force that's in everything, right? So I have a direct place where I am contacting the divine, and it's happening through my mentality. It's happening through the sum total of everything I think, say, do, and feel, right? And that is hitting the resonant field, the consciousness field, and it's returning to me as my experience. That which comes from me returns to me. So there is a transcendental principle. That transcendental principle is more powerful than anything in the physical world. It is the principle of eternality. Good morning, Laura Bell Moses. Nice to see you this morning. It is the principle from which all things are emerging. And the fact that I have never been separated from it, even though I appear to be a separate being. Good morning from North Hollywood, Elizabeth. Nice to see you this morning. Elizabeth Sport, nice to see you this morning. Even though I feel like sometimes that I am separate, I have never been separated from the one. I am directly connected to life, and life is responding to me by corresponding to me. The sum total of what's going on in my conscious mind, my subconscious mind, is what is creating, and it is the transcendent law. That's why it is said that we live in a universe that is both love and law. So the impulsion of all creation is love. The universe, source, cause, energy, loves itself. It is absolute intelligence. It knows itself as that, and then what that original creative force, absolute intelligence, knows is. So it knows itself as all creation, and therefore creation emerges. It knows itself as conscious of itself, and that is the only power. Great, nice to see you, Carol from Whittier. That is the only power. The only power that knows itself is spirit. When I say I am, that I know I am, then that is the power that knows itself. If the impulsion is love, then the way to work that power, this is something so obvious, I know you know it, but this is what we want to work on and be thinking on and working with all this week, right? We want to use the focus of the impulsion of the universe is love. The law of the universe is that which knows itself. And now we need to know ourselves, not only were we created as an act of love, but we can create as an act of love. There's a song that James Taylor recorded. I don't know who the author of the song is. I don't think it's James. But it's called Shower the People You Love with Love. If the impulsion of the universe is love, and now I put myself in a place where I recognize that I have love, yes? You have love in you, yes? Just like I have love for Casper, I love for my wife, love for my kids, love for my family, love for my friends, right? But now we have to bring that love, if we want to increase our vibration, we have to bring that love to the surface. And so the key and the opportunity for us this week is to really shower the people you love with love. To be a place where love is consciously coming from you. Sometimes you might want to express this with words. Sometimes you might want to express it with a hug. Sometimes you might want to express it through your eyes. Sometimes you might want to express it in a song. Shower the people you love with love. This is the law of the universe is responding to the highest vibration that you have within you, and it's returning to you as your experience. What we're what we're knowing is that health, wealth, love, and fulfillment are normal. This idea that we have to suffer in order to be awakened or to be aware is a false idea. It's never been true. It's not true now. What is true is that I am born in the cosmos out of an act of love. I came into being out of an act of love. The life force within me is is working within me out of an act of love. And now I must be the place where I am consciously loving everything. I want to open my eyes to the bigger picture. It's a vibrational universe. It's responding to the vibration. The law of the circle, the law of mind, is responding to the vibration, the sum total of the vibration that's coming from me. Not just what's in my conscious thought, but what the sum total is. So that's why we want to get to know ourselves. That's why we want to clean out those ideas of lack and limitation, the ideas that I'm not enough, the ideas that I'm not powerful, the ideas, no. All you need to do to crank up the volume of the good in your life, good and more good in mine, all anyone needs to do to crank up the volume of good in their life is turn up the love factor. Allow yourself to be living in love, in joy, and appreciation, right? We talk about that all the time. Tehillah Desjardins says joy is the infallible sign of the presence of God and of the presence of the life force itself. It doesn't matter how religious or what you call the life force, whether you call it energy or God or source or high one or beginning, or it doesn't matter. So long as you know that the life force in you is what I am. I am. And now we start paying attention to what hey, Crystal, nice to see you this morning. We start paying attention to what the I am that I am is doing with its conscious awareness, because that's where you have control. You may not know what's going on in your subconscious mind because it's vast. It's everything that you've ever experienced, known, done, felt, said. It's all in there, right? So but we can know what's in our conscious mind. What are we doing with our attention? Where's the focus of our life? Well, there's Ann from Honolulu. Aloha. Nice to see you, Ann, this morning. So again, shower the people you love with love. What is the way that you can, oh, there's a Casper boy. Look at that cute face. What is the way, not just the people, you can shower the four-leggeds, you can shower nature, you can shower, look around you. Look around you and see where do you see the beauty? Where do you see the wisdom of the universe? Where do you see that which is awesome and spectacular? Anne from Hawaii loves to go out to her beach and contemplate the nature of nature itself, the beauty of the Hawaiian Islands, the beauty of, and it's not just in Hawaii, it's wherever you are. Look what's happening behind me. These are the mountains in the Santa Monica Mountains in California. Santa Monica Mountains. Beauty is everywhere. Beauty could be at the beach. Beauty could be in the mountains. Beauty can be next to a tree. Beauty can be with your four-legged friend. Beauty could be with your lover, your partner, your family, your children, your grandchildren, your friends. How do you get all of that to the surface? I've got a lot of people in my experience, and fortunately I have people that are very close to me. And people that are very close to me, we use the word love a lot. Men and women, it doesn't matter. It's love, because love is not romantic love isn't by any means the only kind of love. Love itself is an energy. Love is a state of consciousness. Love is a state of awareness. Love is a state of my vibration. So if the universe, the impulsion for all creation is love, how can I be a more loving person? How can I be a more aware that the universe loves me enough that whatever the challenges are in health, wealth, love, or fulfillment, whatever they are, I am being guided because I'm reaching up into that one. That's why we say daily we meditate. Daily we quiet the mind. The mind has 60,000 thoughts a day. And they're going in a loop. And so we have to change, and they say 97% of those 60,000 thoughts are repetitive thoughts. If you flip that around, that means you have a 3% chance of a new thought, unless, of course, you're daily setting your tone, your mental tone. Daily you're quieting the mind and allowing the breath of life to flow in you and as you and through you. Be aware that yes, you have some control of your breathing, but you're being breathed. Just like you don't know how to make a liver live or a kidney kid or a heartbeat beat. It's being done unto you. So the more we then say, well, if the impulsion of the universe is love, that all creation exists out of the cosmos love for itself, and I am a slice of that universe, then I exist out of the universe's love for itself. I am a place of that love, and now, since I am aware, I know that I exist, that I am the place that can use that awareness to draw greater good, greater love, greater joy, greater... Hi, Becky from South Carolina. Nice to see you this morning. So today, in this country, it's election day. It doesn't matter which position you're in, what your point of view is. People are expressing their right to know themselves, to know how they feel, and then to move upon it in a democratic process to let their voice be heard. Let your voice be heard. Go vote. Make your consciousness aware that you are a place where the universe is happening, and you're touching the field with everything that you do. You're touching the field when you go to the market. You're touching the field when you go to the bank. You're touching the field when you're cleaning dishes, when you're doing laundry. No matter what it is that has to do with living, chopping wood, carrying water, making life work, you're alive in it. And the vibration of love that you bring behind it is going to show up in your experience. Here in our home, we have a hot tub out in the backyard with a very similar view to what you're looking at behind me. I'm out there in that hot tub most every day, not every day, but a lot of the days, and I never don't notice how beautiful it is. I never don't notice how grand it feels to get in that warm water, surrounded by nature, right? We have to be the ones who turn on that awareness factor. We are the ones that must turn on the love factor and shower the people we love with love. And sometimes when you don't even know people, you're showering them with universal love. That they're out there serving you. They're the clerk at the market. They're the person at the dry cleaner. They're the bank teller. It doesn't matter who they are. They are the I am, because everyone is the I am. And if they don't know they're the beloved of the Most High, you can know that for them. You can know that for everybody. That everywhere I look, I see the face of God. Well, as Real Roger says, never met a person that I didn't think was a good guy or a good woman. Right? It's like every person you can draw the magnificence out of everyone because everyone has magnificence in them. But it's a question of what you're doing with your love. Now, if you're just reading the newspaper and being inundated by the news and inundated by the small snapshots that the lenses are showing you, you're not looking at the big picture of life. You and I must be the place where we look at the bigger picture. Things that are made, the master teacher said, are not made of things that do appear. Things that are made of consciousness. When I truly know and believe in my good, we'll begin to see the good begin to open up. When I truly know and believe the beloved of the Most High created me because of its love for me, then I will start opening up to that universal love and know that I am guided, guarded, protected, directed, and led into the paths of perfect right action. And if we see, hey Tara from Florida, nice to see you this morning. When we decide that I'm going to be an instrument of that love, now, like I say, nobody's going to do this perfectly. Nobody's going to, well, maybe you are. When you can walk on the water, then maybe you can say you're doing perfect love. When you can transcend what appears to be physical laws and watch miracles work on you, it's the transcendent principle is the law of the circle. That which comes from me returns to me as my experience. So isn't there a way, or I know there's a way, can you find a way in your life this week to consciously be more loving, whether it's personal love, whether it's showering the people you love with love, or whether it's showering humanity with love just because you're immersed in humanity, and that when you go out in the world, you're dealing with humanity. And you're dealing with four-legged creatures, and you're dealing with the birds, and you're dealing with the bees, and all of the reality of life around you, the flowers, the trees. Everything is animated, right? And the least we can do is love it like a rock. Have you ever been to the mountains and seen a beautiful mountain face and say, wow, that rock is gorgeous? Look at that rock. It's just a mountain is just a big giant rock, right? But we see the beauty in it. So you can love everything like a rock. That's universal love. I'm going to love the fact that it is held in position means that it's animated at some level. Everything is vibrating. Everything is vibrating. Well, certainly living things are vibrating, but so are apparently non-living things. They're vibrating to stay in the form they're in for however long that is. And everything, energy never dies, it just changes form. So we're evolving. If we're reaching up to the Most High, if we're reaching up to be a place of love, light, truth, wisdom, peace, poise, power, balance, happiness, and willing to be in the awe of the greater good yet to be, then we're going to see that a vibration coming from us is sweeter. It's a nice tone. And that nice tone continues to hit the field of consciousness because I'm immersed in the field of consciousness. And this is the new awareness in the world. There's only one energy. Energy and matter are equal and interchangeable. Energy is intelligent. I am intelligent. I can use the intelligent energy of the universe intelligently. It exists because the universe loves itself, and I can be a greater place where the vibration of love is happening. No matter how much love you have in your world, no matter how much love you feel you've been giving to the world, we can ask and seek and knock. How can I be an instrument of a higher vibration of love, and therefore a higher vibration of light, and therefore a higher vibration of healing, a higher vibration of wisdom, of peace, of poise, of balance? Who you are is something magnificent. But we must know it. We must dwell upon it. We must seek it. We must ask into it, ask and seek and knock, that the greater beauty, the greater love, the greater power reveal itself in me, as me, to me, through me, and around me. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. You're watching Coffee with Casper. We're part of an awakening world. The fact that you're here and that we've shared these 20 minutes together means that you're a light worker in the world. So together, let's just work this week on not focusing on what makes us different, but what makes us the same. And not focusing on what makes us less than beautiful, but focusing on what makes us beautiful. And bring that beauty into the world, in you, as you, and through you, in a more powerful way this week than you've ever done before. This willingness to do that kind of work in the world, look around you. You'll start seeing doors open, magic begin to display itself in more wonderful ways than ever before. Because we live in a spiritual universe, and we are spiritual beings, and we can bring the beauty and glory of that eternal I am that I am into our mind, into our body, and into our experience. If you found anything valuable in our time together today, share this video. Share it on LinkedIn, go to YouTube, like, follow, share it in your groups, share it in Facebook, share it wherever you can use this marvelous technology to connect one another and to call forth a higher vibration for all humanity, for the benefit of all humanity, until we hit critical mass and begin to see the transcendent world awakening to its glory and finally fulfilling the prayer, peace on earth and goodwill toward all humankind. Until we meet again, we invite you to go in the light, as the light, and with the light. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. Bye for now. Casper, you want to come say goodbye? Come on. Here we go. Come on up. So, say goodbye. Come on up. Come on. That a boy. We'll see you next Tuesday on Coffee with